Yahoo! Welcome, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love, to Astro Fenixx, flying into the moment yet again and radiating love as always. And welcome to your Moon in Gemini transit video, which started on the 16th and will go through the 18th of January of 2019. And the theme for this Moon in Transit video is discernment. So while I was thinking about the Moon in Gemini, I was thinking about the sorting hat from Harry Potter and how it would sort the students into the houses that really fit the energy of that student, the vibe, the flow, the current of that student. And in many ways, during this Moon and Gemini transit, we're going to be doing just that. We're going to be sorting people and experiences into different houses and into different places using this emotional discernment. And the Moon in Gemini is going to be making mostly difficult aspects, actually. So that's why it's going to be a little bit tough, because the Moon's going to be opposing all this Jupiter, all this Sagittarius energy is going to oppose Venus. It's going to oppose Jupiter. It's also going to quincunx all the Capricorn energy. So it's going to quincunx Saturn, Mercury. It's going to quincunx Pluto, the Sun. It's going to quincunx all these energies. And it's also going to square Neptune. So there's this whole energy of us really trying to discern what is our path, where is our vision, who's coming along with us on the vision, who shares our dream with us. But it can be difficult because we can find ourselves, whenever the Moon goes into Gemini, there's a tendency to get triggered by our thoughts. There's a tendency to get triggered by what other people say. And there's a tendency to overly attach ourselves to what other people say and think about us, or to what we say and think about our own situation. The only thing that really saves the Moon is that it will be sextiling the Aries energy. So it will sextile Mars and it will sextile Uranus over the next couple of days. Which means that, do you know what you want? Do you know what it is that sets your soul on fire? What sets you ablaze? Do you know what it is that ignites that passion? Do you know what it is that allows your heart to radiate that love, that electromagnetic spectrum, that pulse? That's what this is, this sextiling energy. Do you know what it is? Because if you know what that is and you follow that, you will naturally have the right people, situations, and circumstances fall into your life that will resonate with that vision that you have for your life, that vision for the greatest life. I'm living my best life. They will just naturally fall into it. But it will be difficult because, like I said, when the Moon's in Gemini, we have a tendency to think. And then these thoughts will trigger our feelings and our emotions and our flows. And it can be easy to get caught up and washed up into certain flows and energies. It's easy to try and hop across the river and then to try and skip stones and subsequently fall into the river, go over the waterfall, down the waterfall, and have to climb back up the mountain and start over again. So don't skip stones. And the card that we actually have is the King of Cups. So this is actually beautiful because this brings an element of compassion and empathetic understanding to the situation, to where, as you can see, he's sitting on top of this turtle, and turtle's a very grounded creature. The turtle, even though he is the denizen, he moves between the water and the land. I like that this looks like a Galapagos turtle almost, right? So there's even this ancient wisdom. There's this real sagely energy to this tortoise, and there's a real sagely energy to this King of Cups. I'm thinking in many ways of Neptune right now. So even though there's just going to be this square between the Moon and Neptune and Pisces, and even though there's going to be a square from, of course, Neptune to all of this energy in Sagittarius, This is still about taking that deeper vision that we have for ourselves, that vision that we have for the dream, for living our best life, taking that dream and really actualizing it, but being discerning, but also having the compassion for ourselves, the compassion for other people. And also, we have to realize that we are not our thoughts. This can definitely be a time, especially with the moon sextile and all this Aries energy, where we can over identify with our thoughts. We can over identify with other people's thoughts, what other people are saying about us, about our situation. Have compassion for yourself. Have some emotional discernment, and you will be all right. You will find that if you don't necessarily try and control the situation right now, you just kind of allow yourself to be placed where in God, a spirit source perspective wants you to be placed. Yeah, you may want to be placed in a particular house. You may be like, man, I wanted to be in Gryffindor. I wanted to be in Ravenclaw. I wanted to be in Hufflepuff. I wanted to be in Slytherin. You may be in a completely other house. It's not even in that movie. Embrace that uniqueness. Embrace your unique quintessential spark, and you will be golden. That is it for your Moon and Gemini transit video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And if you would like a personal reading with me, beloved, you can always follow the link in the description below to astrofenixx.com. And as always, remember, my beautiful brothers and sisters, always remember to keep moving forward, to stay focused, and Yahoo! Smile often.